Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Global Hands-On Universe Conference. My name is Gustavo, and I'm one of the members of the organizing committee of this conference. In the name of all the organizing committee, I welcome you to this session, to the opening session of this year's conference. It's a real pleasure to deliver this first welcome to all of the participants, the attendees, the panelists. So again, welcome. We are very happy to have you here for this marathon of talks and interesting content about science education. In the name, we began planning this conference a long time ago, last year, and it was supposed to happen in Norway, in Bergen, as a presential meeting, but the world really changed from that time to now. And when it became clear that we could not have this conference online, face-to-face, we decided to have it online. This is around March. And at that time, we didn't know how would be the response from the community, how many people would have registered, how many people would be interested in presenting their works with us. So I must say that we are very happy and very excited to have this week-long conference with so many people interested and so many works being submitted. So again, thank you in the name of all organizers for bringing your content to us and wanting to share your teaching experiences with all the world. So I'm going to share my screen with you now, so you can see some numbers that I think are really interesting and show the range of this of our conference. So we had over 1,000 registered participants who registered either as presenters or just members of the audience. We have 32 keynote speakers who are going to speak today. We are beginning the initial session, and it's going to run until 1500 hours tomorrow on Sunday, or 1500 UTC. We had 170 submitted abstracts and 129 oral presentations have been approved, 40 workshops and 3 round tables. So we have the keynote talks today and tomorrow, and during the week from Monday to Friday, we have almost 170 works and workshops, oral presentations, round tables from people from all around the world. And we call ourselves the Global Hands-On Universe because we want to be truly global. We want to have people from all around the world participating. And sometimes this is not possible in presential meetings because of travel costs and other issues that prevent some people from all parts of the world to participate. And a remote conference has this advantage to have people from all countries in the world can be able to participate. In particular, this conference is free for everyone to participate, everyone that register. There is no registration fee. So we are really happy to be inclusive in this conference. And we are not totally inclusive because people still need to have internet access, and this is not a reality for a large part of the world's population, but we are very happy to have 85 countries represented in this conference as participants or presenters. So by far, this is the largest conference that Global Hands Universe has ever promoted, and is perhaps one of the greatest or the largest education conference in science education that has ever been promoted, with such a large number of participants and countries represented. So this is the list of the countries that have registered. Some from these countries have registered for this conference. So we have a very diverse group of people here, people from all continents, people with very different teaching experiences, and we are very happy to have these people, these participants here together for the week, so we can learn with them about what they have to share about how to teach better in science education. So I think this is the most important thing of my talk, is that we are very happy to have these huge numbers involved, because education is really an essential part of our culture. And the world needs desperately better education, and because education can change the world, and the world is not in the right direction, I think. So education is a key part for the future of mankind. And when we have so much people, so much educators together here to discuss, exchange ideas, and learn with each other, just give me hope. Just give me hope for the future, that we can make the world a better place by educating the next generations. And I might be stealing this phrase from Rosa, because she always says that, but there was one thing that all of us here have in common, is that everybody here has had a teacher, and in particular, an important teacher who helped inspire us to do what we do now. So teachers play an essential role in education, and I think it's through teachers that we can really change the world. It's the most powerful profession on earth, and we are all teachers here, one way or the other, either teaching children, or teaching at the university, or teaching informally, but we all teach others some way or another. So teachers we even need to value teachers, and we are very welcome here in this conference to show your exchange your experiences in science teaching. So again, welcome. I'm really happy to have you all here. And I'm going to introduce you now to the founder of Hands-On Universe, the man who started off this, and is responsible for us to being here with his enthusiasm and bright ideas about science education. Please welcome Carl Pennypacker from the University of California at Berkeley, United States. Carl, the floor is yours.
Hi, thank you all. Many of you are muted, I think most, so I can't hear you. So I'll still try to be responsive. You know, people tell me to be quiet and stuff. I may not be quite as responsive on being able to do that, but let's see where. Okay, here we go. Sharing screen quickly, and then go to. Okay, so let me. First, I want to thank the Gustavo and the Scientific Organizing Committee, and also everybody who's coming to this event. I mean, this is a really interesting period in our planet, you know, and actually astronomy has the built-in capacity to think as Earth as one system out of many planets in the universe. Probably most stars have planets around them, and maybe we could be even life, if some have life, we don't know. But I wanted to thank all of you for coming to this cloud-enabled GHOU conference. So Fraser would laugh at this, from our colleague, scientific organizer, Fraser Lewis would laugh. Here's a picture of the Magellanic Clouds, since we're cloud-enabled. Anyway, again, thanks so much to Gustavo, who's just done an extraordinary job at this. I think it's clear we have to, the time is ripe for us to spread global HOU to even more people. And again, I'm so delighted that we could have such great representation in GHOU. In some ways, I view the earlier GHU conferences as a time for us to, some of the people who have had a little bit more financial resources get together and try to perfect our system. And I think it's getting very, very close, okay? And again, you know, the pandemic we can't make light of. And in some ways, the issues of global science education have impacted us in some nations where our leaderships really don't understand science. So there's a linkage here to pandemic. Many of you know this. It's the collaboration. We love to develop our resources. We welcome everybody. All the resources are free. We want to share them. We also want to listen to you and find out how to make our own resources better, how to learn about how you do astronomy in your nation, how your education systems work, how we can help your teachers a bit. And this is our goal. I mean, at the end of the day, we want to help teachers, we want to help students, we want to help everybody. And you know, the sharing of resources is just so key to this. So I wanted to tell a little quick story about some of the origins. Again, I helped. We started off with the automated supernova search in Berkeley 30 years ago, and we had a telescope that could point around and get lots of images. This led to the Nobel Prize for a student I co-advised, Saul Perlmutter. There he is in the bottom at the Nobel ceremony. Me in my penguin suit. And again, just simply by measuring brightnesses of objects, this is kind of a big thought. Measuring brightnesses of objects, you can extrapolate that to what the composition of the universe is, which turns out to be a very terrible answer. I mean, the universe is mostly dark energy, which we have no idea what it is. And then the rest of the universe is mostly dark matter, again, which we have no idea. So I think unfortunately, our ignorance of the universe seems to be increasing. But anyway, I thought many in the GHOU community know this, that teacher Hughes Pact was at the Isaac Newton telescope in the Canary Islands, and he helped discover supernova that we used in the paper. So I thought this is kind of interesting. A high school teacher gets data that's used for work that led to the Nobel Prize. I think that kind of ease of access to data and then the tools of data is a real hallmark of us. I mean, it's easy to get well, if you know how to get the data, it's easy. If you know how to analyze it, it's easy. And I think we're trying to make that word ease spread through the system. So we want to provide teachers and students capabilities to learn science, to have excitement, to have fun, experience life in the scientific community, build their love of learning. And of course, the images are so inspirational. Even a noisy image is inspirational. Get their IT skills better. For sure, their pre-algebra skills increase. I mean, if you throw an image into a classroom of middle schoolers, in our measurements, almost instantly their pre-algebra skills improve. So, and we have some data on that. We have a paper on it. Again, we've been working intensely for 30 years to try to make this better. And some people have probably got burned out on me saying prosperity is around the corner, but indeed things have I think converged, especially in the last few years. We have internet, we have training tools, we have excited people, we have the image processing developed by the French and by some US folks. We have activities. I like the one finding the mass, the black hole in the center, the Milky Way. Nucleo is where Rosa and Gustavo and others are. Is such a powerhouse behind the system. Oh yeah, I mentioned kids do learn algebra, pre-algebra better in our system. Oh, now here, I think Rosa wanted this to be a little bit conversational. I just wanted to relay a little event from a student I'm working with, Ms. Sophia Weber. She's actually she's the granddaughter of Colleen Megowan. Can you wave, Sophie? There you go. 1,000 people out there should be cheering. But we connected through her grandma, and Sophie always wanted to get pictures of galaxies. So she started getting pictures. Here are some of her images, M51, the Swan Nebula. Her quote, "It was really easy to figure out. Now I just have to keep asking for telescope time and hoping they give me more." Bonnie Thurber's been kindly giving Sophie more imagery. And actually, right now we're kind of piloting something I hope we can share with you, exoplanet studies. Sophie says, "I hope we can eventually find intelligent life on other planets, that such life might help inspire Earthlings to solve intelligently some of our own current predicaments." Right now, there seems to be a lack of intelligence on Earth about extremely important things like climate change, COVID-19, and human rights. Yay, Sophie. Anyway, so, so we're going to study, we stumbled on this, there are 4,000 some exoplanets out there. Most of them are begging for more measurements. And actually, Frank Marchese will talk later about a system of very small telescopes that I think is going to make exoplanets much easier to see. We've settled in on WASP 57, which I love. Anyway, it's on the, whoop, am I ended, Gustavo? Oh,
No,
okay. No, okay. Sorry.
you're
So
not ended, but you have 2 more minutes, okay?
okay, well, WASP 57, it's got a 2.8 day period. I mean, what the heck? So here's a Jupiter going around this, I think it's a G star, you know, the star like our sun. So this Jupiter-like thing's orbiting it every 2 days. I mean, this is such an absurd system, but we're going to start to try to measurement and get data. You know, Fraser Lewis has helped, and Las Cumbres people have helped us get telescope time, and that's been great. Hey, Sophie, is it okay? Can you just say hi to people? And can you unmute there, Colleen?
Hi.
Since we're about kids, can you say any good things about why you like it?
Well, I get to do things that I wouldn't ordinarily get to do. I get access to information I wouldn't ordinarily get access to, and I get to make, well, my own images instead of getting them off their internet.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, so you like getting your own image?
Yeah.
That's very important. Yeah, that to my mind, to have your own data is such a treat. Okay, thank you, Sophie. I wanted Sophie to wave, but I put her on the spot for a testimonial. Thank you. But we should have one child speaking on our conference, it seems to me. Thanks again, Sophie. Better let you go. Let me thank you, all of you. I think the future has never looked brighter for us. We have so many resources and so many ways to work together. And I think the world sorely needs us. The world sorely needs us. And we need to carry on with a lot of courage, passion, enthusiasm. Thanks so much. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Carl. Sorry for giving you so little time, but we have a fully packed lineup of speakers today. And you have more time to speak with people later, but thank you. Your words are really so powerful. So I'm going to call now our other very bright mind on the DG which is Rosa Doran. So Rosa, please welcome, and the floor is yours for 10 minutes, okay?
Thank you, Gustavo. I also don't want to take a lot of time because I know that with all the lined up speakers that we have, time is very precious, but I think that unlike many of the, well, maybe like all the trainings and events where I participate, everything is very personal to me. But this one more personal than all the rest, because Jihu to me was a life-changing decision. So I met Global Hands-on Universe the first time in Europe through the European Hands-on Universe. And it was already a life-changing experience, getting to know the methods and the possibilities that the project could give to teachers and students in general. And I could immediately see how visionary this project was and how this was completely different than everything that we could see in everything we were doing. We already had started Nucleo by then, which is an NGO for development, a non-profit association, an NGO for development. But in 2006, I met this amazing group of people from Hands-on Universe in Provence, in the observatory where the exoplanets became famous. And I felt like this is something that I want to do for the rest of my life. It's people, scientists, educators joining, gathering to discuss possibilities to improve education, to improve science learning, and to improve the way we understand the world surrounding us. And I found meaning there, being among those people, and decided to change my life completely, which I did. And I don't regret a little bit. I would decide that 100 times again. I met Carl for the first time, and he is a unique human being. You have to know him to understand what I'm saying. He's a unique human being in every possible way. And he's a visionary. And I think the world owes a lot to him, especially in the field of science education. So I'm going to share my presentation with you, and just telling you, so we start from, let me take this out of the way. We started with this idea, with a vision. Of course, I entered on the boat. There were already 20 nations involved, but we decided to take it further, and we took some opportunities that appeared there, like the International Year of Astronomy, where the Galileo Teacher Training Program was created, a program to train teachers that uses the methodology created by Global Hands-on Universe. And so nowadays the GTTP, as it is called out there, and it is also called as a movement of teacher training, has gathered more than 50,000 teachers trained, and we stopped counting, so I have no idea where this number is right now. I know it's huge, which is great. We have participants and members in more than 100 nations, and we continue empowering teachers to take education to the 21st century. So this is Jihu to the world. Okay. We have, I have personally participated in many Global Hands-on Universe meetings. Every year we go to a different place. And this year is a different one, as you all know, as Gustavo already explained. But we had the opportunity to travel across the globe, and everywhere we go, we try to gather countries in the region. We try to train teachers in the locality. But most of all, it's not about us taking what we know to teach others. It's about everyone gathering together and sharing what they know, so that we can produce a better outcome, so that we can learn from each other, so that we can take experiences from one part of the globe and take to another part of the globe. So this is how far we've been. This is just, it's not a complete map, but this is a map where people voluntarily go there and put a pin. Maybe later this week I will have the opportunity, or later today during my keynote, I will have the opportunity to show you how you can do that and become a member of this movement that is actually changing the world. So this year we had to go to the online format, and it was a first, it is a first, but I don't think it's going to be the last, because your response to our offer was so overwhelming that we immediately knew we were doing something right. And because this is not about us, it's about you and what you have done, I'm going to share with you a few images of teachers being trained and the world being changed through your hands. Of course, I am in some of the pictures because I'm lucky enough to be invited to be in some of the places where this change is taking place, but I would welcome you to enjoy the vision of what you have done so far with us. So I will share. Let's hope that everything works. So this is for you, from you.
From the sun, people get ready, cause here it comes, it's a light, a beautiful light, over the horizon, into our eyes. Oh my, how beautiful, oh my beautiful mother, she told me, son, in life you're gonna go far, if you do it right, you'll love where you are, just know from the moon, we've come a long way to belong here, to share this view of the night, a glorious night. Over the horizon is another bright sky. Oh my, how beautiful. Oh my, irrefutable Father, he told me, son, sometimes it may seem dark, but the absence of the light is a necessary part. Every road is a slippery slope. There is always a hand that you can hold on to. Looking deeper through the telescope, you could see that your home's inside of you. Just know that wherever you go, no, you're never alone. You will always get back home.
My presentation here saying that I feel like, you know, my mother used to tell me that be careful what you wish for, and never in my wildest or widest dreams I could imagine we would reach that far. And I have to thank Carl Pennypacker for this, because it's his vision that took us here. And I have to thank all of you that made this possible, because it wouldn't be possible without the effort of so many people. So I think that from now on, this brings us a burden to imagine what the next 20 years is going to be like, and a responsibility to make a difference whenever you can, wherever we can. So welcome to this amazing week. I hope that you enjoy being here with us, that you learn a lot with us, that you share a lot with everyone, and that you stay together for the next few years. Let's make it a memorable moment where maybe in 20 years from now, we're going to look back and think, oh, we were 1,000 and we thought it was a lot of people. Now we are a lot of people. So welcome to Global Hands-On Universe. Stay tuned and enjoy the week.
Thank you, Rosa. Amazing, inspiring, very touching. Thank you. Just a quick note here before I pass the word to our next speaker. We are live on Facebook, okay? We were also supposed to be on YouTube. It was not possible, but everyone can follow this presentation live on Facebook at Global Hands-On Universe page. There is the link. We have several dozen people there watching us. So thank you for those who are following us on Facebook. And you can also use the hashtag GHOU2020 if you are tweeting about it. So spread the word, let the world know that we are here, and this is very important to let people know that teaching is important. So thank you, and I'd like to introduce our next speaker, who was supposed to be our host if it was a face-to-face meeting, and eventually you will be. But please welcome Janne Robberstad from Norway.
Yeah, thank you. Let's see. Share. Is this going to work? Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Janne Robberstad, and I am an artist, a teacher, and a PhD student researching the connection between creativity and ecological sustainability in education. Today, I represent the Western Norway University of Applied Sciences. We hosted the GHU conferences in 2016, and if the pandemic hadn't turned the world upside down, this online conference would have been on land right here now. I do hope some well-educated and creative scientists will discover a vaccine soon, so that we can welcome you all to come visit for the GHU's International Conference in 2022. I am proud to be a part of the Case Research Center's STEAM team at HVL, who will be your hosts in 22. CASE stands for Creativity, Arts, and Science in Education. And our mission is to develop and implement new knowledge about arts and inquiry-based, creative, and embodied learning processes within the educational field. We are especially fond of working transdisciplinary between arts and science, and we collaborate with partners from all over the globe on several research projects in this effort. Oh, I'm forgetting to change the pictures. This is HVL, where you're welcome to join us in 22. I want to mention the STEAM project closest to my heart. The Global Science Opera came to life in 2015, partly due to the help of the vast JIHU network, and we have been close collaborators since then. In the GSO, students from primary to university level collaborates with teachers, researchers, artists, and scientific institutions like CERN and the European Space Agency. Together, they create and produce an artistic presentation of a common scientific topic and perform it simultaneously on the worldwide stage of the internet on November 20th. This year, the title Energize reflects the topic of energy and sustainability. And my hope is that this amazing JIHU marathon will be a source of great inspiration and that you will be truly energized. I look forward to seeing you in Norway in 22. Thank you.
Thank you, Janne. You can stop sharing the screen now. Thank you. Yes, we'll be in Norway soon, hopefully. And I want now to invite our representative from Asia, from Japan, Toshihiro Handa. Toshihiro-san, please say a few words to our audience.
Hi all. I am Toshihiro Handa, an astronomy researcher working in a university. And now it is midnight in Japan and the Western Pacific Rim area. Japan is one of the earliest GHOU members. The hands-on universe activity was introduced by Japan Association of HOU, that is abbreviated as JAHO, about 30 years ago. Until then, many ambitious educators and researchers interested in astronomy and other sciences in Japan have connected across the whole country. And through Global Hands-on Universe system, we are connecting to all people living on this precious planet. Actually, I have many friends over the planet Earth through GHOU. Many activities introduced by GHOU connecting many subjects, say astronomy, math, physics, logical thinking, mutual understanding, and international collaboration. Some high school students I know found how to use their math knowledge, say sine and cosine. They learned such a kind of calculation, but they at first, or just running after then in the classroom, they have no idea how to use this calculation. But through the HOU activity, that is one of the HOU activities, such as to find how Jupiter's moon go around Jupiter, then they found, oh, this is a good example to use the math. So that is about 25 years ago. So, and through their observations with the counterpart high school students living in the United States, they exchange their observational results through the email. And before then, of course, the Japanese high school student does not have a friend in other countries. So, so they want to exchange their knowledge through the foreign country people, students. So in that case, they have to use the common language. Actually, that is in English, but I think it is not only English, but to make a mutual communication. So that requirement encourage them to run or master the English conversation or the international collaboration. So that is a very good example to what is the most important topic or the item to learn some knowledge and how to use that. So so I think the practical activities are actual practical for students and giving strong motivation to understand the nature and to learn many knowledge and the beyond the knowledge they found, it is it become to these say wisdom or some other upper level understanding. So the nowadays STEAM, that is abbreviation of the science, technology, engineering, art, and math, is very important for all citizens living on this planet. And the GHOU, Global Hands-on Universe, is a reading activity and the reading organization. In the next year, 2021, Japan will host the next GHOU meeting just before International Astronomy Union General Assembly taken in Busan, Korea. And as you know, Korea is just the next country of Japan. So we welcome all of you to the GHOU 2021 meeting. And it is planned to be a face-to-face meeting at Kagoshima, the southmost of the Japan main islands. Please, so the Zoom meeting such as this kind, this is our first trial or the first meeting totally through the internet, but of course face-to-face is give other experience all of you, and please plan to visit Japan in the next summer. We all welcome all participants of this GHOU 2020. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toshihiro, for your nice words, and we are looking forward to visit Kagoshima next year. Our next speaker is our representative from India and has played an important role in the organization of this meeting with the design of the websites and other very important contributions. So Kathan, it's your turn now to say a few words to the audience.
Thanks, Gustavo, for introducing me. Hello, friends. I'm Kathan from India. I'm from an organization named as Manthan Educational Program Society, and I'm also a part of Hands-on Universe India. By profession, I'm a designer, but having my heart in science communication. I'm trying to contribute to the community by spreading the idea of science communication involving low-cost techniques, involving design as a tool for communicating to masses of people. Dear friends, it feels great to be here today. I'm firstly thankful to all the members across the world who are participating in this forum. You are the one who are making this idea a huge success. You are the one who is bringing life to the conference. GHOU, what can I say? I think Carl and Rosa's images have brought chills in all of us, has brought like goosebumps on all of our hands. I think for me, I get a mail before 7 to 8 months from Carl to be a part of the scientific organizing committee. So thanks to the committee to bring me newcomer to this entire group. I was pretty much excited to go to Norway. I was pretty much excited to be there and sharing my ideas. But this pandemic came, and here we are today. Here we are today as one world. Here we are today bringing ideas together. My link with GHO is from the year 2009, when our organization was involved in an interesting project on communicating astronomy on camel cart. And then I was sharing these ideas with the GHOU group in 2010. There was something special about GHOU. It was very different from other conferences. It was building a family. It was building a family of like-minded people. It was building a family of people who wanted to contribute to the globe. It was building a family of people who are willing to collaborate and a lot of open-minded people to learn. So I would like the I would like to thank the committee to constantly keep this family growing. India is a country of diversity and huge population. There are several individuals, organizations, and government bodies working on the theme of astronomy and science communication on local, state, and national, as well as international level. Each one adopts a different system, a different approach. Some might be communicating astronomy on the streets. Some might be communicating astronomy to students, some to community, some even to international audiences. But I think astronomy has always brought people together and has always interested masses of people. For me, on behalf of India, I feel such a forum is a great platform for all of us to build collaborations, to start taking initiatives, local initiatives to a global level. We all have to work together to build a sustainable future. And astronomy and science communication activities have the power to do so. On behalf of our organization, Manthan and Hands-on Universe India, we'll try to grow the family constantly in India and connect it with the world. Let us all celebrate this week by learning and sharing for a better future. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathan. Thank you so much. India's contribution is so important, and your ideas are really very, very novel. And thank you for being part of the organization, part of Global Hands-on Universe. So let me call now our representative from Africa, Hassane. Hassane, please join us and say a few words to our audience. Yeah. Welcome, Hassane.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to all participants in this wonderful conference. I'm Hassane Darhmaoui. I'm from Morocco. I'm professor of physics at the University Al Akhawain in Morocco, in Ifran. I'm very proud actually to be part of this wonderful organizing committee of this conference. I would like to congratulate our colleagues in this committee for making this to happen. It's not actually an easy task, but congratulations. Thanks a lot, Gustavo, for the wonderful job. I'm personally very grateful actually to GHOU. I remember I got an invitation in 2004 by Carl Pennypacker. Actually, Carl, thank you, because he invited me to join in 2004 the meeting that was in St. Petersburg in Russia. And this is where I've met this wonderful community of scientists, of people who want to share and to learn from each other, to teach each other, and so on. And actually, since that time, since my return from that conference, things actually developed in some outreach activities in astronomy in my region. And with the help of Carl, we got a telescope, and we've built actually our first robotic observatory in 2011. It was the first actually observatory in the region. And we call it Al Akhawain Astronomical Observatory. Lately, actually in 2019, we refurbished this observatory. Now it's fully automatized and well-equipped observatory, and we could connect from anywhere in the world. Along the way, actually, the people who are helping in this to make astronomy available to all in our region, we built another observatory in Ben Sliman, 300 kilometers from Ifran. And there's also a professional observatory in Uqaim in Marrakesh. And all these observatories now are collaborating actually to offer programs, outreach programs for training to our students. In 2012, actually, we got the honor to host the JIHO meeting in Ifran. And last year, we organized the first Africa Regional Conference, thanks to, again, to all the colleagues who contributed to this conference in 2019. One of the successful programs we are running in Morocco is a GTTP program. Thanks a lot, Rosa, who helped actually us a lot in this program. We have hundreds of teachers who are trained in this program, and thanks to this training, GTTP, that's a very wonderful program that supports our teachers. We witness actually in Morocco an increased number of people who are interested in science, who are interested in astronomy, and so on. I'm sure many of the kids actually that we were trained by our teachers, they got impacted positively, and this is thanks to JIHO. So welcome all to the audience, and to me, JIHO is a wonderful experience, and I invite everyone actually to join JIHO. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hassane, for your kind words. Let me call now. We have been through almost all continents, and now it's time to invite our colleague Eduardo Penteado from Brazil, which is also helping us in the organization. So Eduardo, please say welcome here from our audience. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Gustavo. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I don't know where you are. I guess that there are people from all over the world. And this is so exciting moment. I'm a new member of this family, and I'm absolutely amazed and happy to be here sharing and learning with all of you. So I want to thank you for the opportunity. And I also want to welcome everybody, because this is a very interesting meeting. We are going to share and to learn so many nice topics in science, in education. And we are living in a moment that I guess that science is even more important. So I want to congratulate everyone that works with science, with education, with outreach, to bring to everyone, to help everyone to have access to this, to the wonders of nature. We need science to overcome our current troubles. We need science to develop our world. And I'm from Brazil, and I also want to welcome mostly people from Latin America. This is a region that is increasing, the teaching astronomy here is increasing a lot, but we still need to overcome some difficulties and to grow even more. But the potentiality is huge. And teachers make a huge difference in the world. You are possibly the most important profession in the world, because you have the kids, you have the young people close to you that can make the world better. So you help the world to be better. So teachers, you are amazing, and I congratulate you to all your huge work and efforts. And we are here to help each other, to share and to learn with each other. So keep going. Let's stay together, connected. Doesn't matter if it is online or face-to-face. We always can be together and connected. So welcome to this amazing conference. I hope you enjoy, and I'm really excited to see all your contributions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Eduardo. Welcome to the family. As you said, you are most welcome here and have already shown your excellent skills. Right now, it's time for our last participant of this initial session, our colleague Fraser Lewis from Wales, representing Europe. Fraser.
Hi, Gustavo. Yeah, hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you very much for attending today. It's been amazing how many people we've already seen. So I'm Fraser. I'm an astronomy researcher and an astronomy educator. I'm based in Cardiff in Wales. So this time zone is perfect for me. This is just coming up to tea time. This is I think it's my 6th or my 7th Jihu. They're always fun events, but there are normally 20 or 30 of us here, and not 90 or 100 or a few hundred. So this is going to be a different experience for all of us. They are more fun than education sometimes. I think we do both, and I'm kind of lucky to count the people on the scientific organizing committee as friends as much as colleagues. To illustrate the fun that we have, they asked me to represent Europe. I'm from the United Kingdom, one of the more ironically named countries in the world. And yes, so I'm representing Europe, wouldn't you know? That's it from me. You'll be seeing me hopefully at some point this week. I'm speaking, I forget. I'm speaking later in the week. I'm doing a workshop later in the week, if I've written them by then. And I will speak to you all soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Fraser. Thank you for all the Jihu members who have spoken. We're all very important for the building of our global community. Before we end this session and have our first keynote speaker, I have some important information to share with you about the conference itself. So you might have some doubts or some questions about how the next days will be organized, the communications, the workshops. So I have a few quick words for you, just to remember what you have to do to participate in the next sessions. So I will share my screen with you. But before I explain that to you, I will give a big thank you for all our partners. So this meeting would not be possible with the organizations and the people of these organizations who make this possible. So we have the National Schools Observatory and the Focus Telescope Project, which is Fraser's institution. We have the European Science Innovation Agency, Nucleo, Galileo Teacher Training Project, and Our Space, Our Future. We have the Global Science Opera for Schools, the International Astronomical Search Collaboration, and the Manfan Educational Corporation. So thank you for all these organizations which are partners for this conference. Thank you. Without you, it would not really be possible. I remind you again that you can follow all the program of the following days in Facebook, in the Global Hands-on Universe page on Facebook. It's live now. So again, welcome everyone who's watching on Facebook. I know there are a lot of comments there, and I will try to answer the comments as this question ends. And you can also use the hashtag GHOU2020 on Twitter if you want to tweet about this session and the whole meeting. So just a quick words about technologies of this meeting, this remote meeting. So most of you have used Zoom before, and but most of the sessions of this conference will be run in webinar mode, which is the mode we are using right now, which is different because not everyone can use their microphones or videos. I hope you understand this is to control the situation. Otherwise, 200 people speaking at the same time would be quite difficult. But there's one important issue that how to ask questions for the presenters. Unfortunately, in this opening session, we don't have time for answering questions, but you can use the Q&A feature of, if you are an attendee, So it is the balloons there, dialogue balloons on the right. You can click on that and make questions, okay? Just questions for the presenters, no comments, okay? Hi, hello, this is nice. This you do on the chat. But if you want to ask specific questions for the presenters, and Bernard von which will speak very soon, is going to have some time for answer the questions, please use the Q&A feature. Put your question there. If you see a question that you like, you can vote for that question. So we will prefer the questions who have more likes, which we think it's going to be represent a common question for everyone. And if there's no time to answer all questions, then after the talk, the panelists can get there and answer those questions by typing, okay? So hopefully we will have all those questions answered either live after the presentation or after that by typing, okay? So please use the Q&A just for questions, and the chat you can use for everything you want, but we won't be monitoring the chat box for questions to the presenter, okay? So please, questions to the presenter, use Q&A. For the following sessions from Monday to Friday, you have to use the connecting guide that was sent to you by email. There is a registration link that you have to click to confirm your participation. You have to enter your name and your email address. And there's also the meeting IDs that you can use to join if you are registered. So if you try to use these IDs, if you're not registered, you won't be able to join. Okay, so, but all those of you who are here participating, you have already done that, because otherwise you won't be on the audience for this webcast. The registration for the workshops are open till tomorrow until Sunday. So after Sunday, we will not accept more registrations, okay, because we have a lot of people registered already. Remember to register only for the workshops that you are really willing to participate, because otherwise we have a lot of registrations and sometimes people don't show up, and it's a pity because there are maybe other people interested. But register until tomorrow. We will close the registration tomorrow night. And then on the following morning, on Monday morning, while we are having our first session, which is the oral presentations, we will email people with the links to the workshops, okay? So the workshops are only for people who are registered and those who are presenting it, and it will be run in a regular meeting mode, like a regular Zoom meeting, but only the people who register will have access to the meeting link, okay? So please wait until Monday morning to receive your communication, your link for the workshops, okay? We have all here, we have all if you fill the form, you're registered, don't worry, and we'll send this information by Monday morning. All right, so before I send the word to our first speaker, I just have a final presentation to show to you. That is a video greeting by the astronaut Janne, which is from Austria, and he cannot be here, unfortunately, talking live with you, but he recorded this video greeting message to you, and I think it's really nice to hear, and this has also a connection with the topic of the next talk by Bernard Funk. So please enjoy Guillermo's welcome message to all of you.
Good afternoon from the Spacesuit Laboratory of the Austrian Space Forum in Innsbruck, Austria. My name is Gernot Grömer. I am an analog astronaut of the Austrian Space Forum, and I would like to say a warm welcome and greetings to all the participants of the Global Hands-On Universe, the 2020 edition, which is quite a special one, as we all understand due to the COVID situation. But if it's of any comfort to you, also space projects remain not unaffected by the COVID-19 pandemics. For instance, we had to postpone our 23-nation mission, MOD-20, which was scheduled for end of this year in the Negev Desert in Israel, by 12 months. And believe me, turning around a ship with 23 nations on board is not a very easy task. I'd like to give a very big shout out to two special people, Gustavo, Rojas and Rosa Doran from Nucleo, who were enabling and supporting this Global Hands-on Universe conference. And it's really great and an honor to speak to all of you. We are here in the midst of a place where you can get a sneak preview of the future. Right next to me is the AUDA Spacesuit Simulator. So this is my workware when we are in Mars-like missions around the world, in deserts, in the Northern Sahara, or in the Oman deserts of the Kothar region, or also in Israel next year. So this is a 50-kilogram spacecraft to wear. It takes about 5 months until you're certified to wear and use this. And it's quite a beast. It's a life support system to where you can eat and sleep and drink and talk in the suit. There's lots of electronics, lots of sensor networks, of course. So as I'm standing in the place where the future might take one of its origins, right now you're seeing one of those future elements of a future mission to Mars, which is not unlike to happen within the next 20, 30 years from now. So if we assume that the very first human to walk on Mars will do so in 20 to 30 years from now, and if you further assume the person might be, let's say, 40, 45 years old, that actually means that that person is already born and might be one of your students. And so I think there's a very peculiar, interesting interaction going on between hardcore research and engineering developments and education as well. On the one hand, we're doing a lot of programs with the Austrian Space Program, going out to schools and reaching out to kids and students of all ages. Also not because we think it's worthwhile paying back to the taxpayers, but also because it helps us as researchers to frankly reflect and focus on our own work. So whenever we come back from a classroom, we're a little bit more clever than we were before, also about and clearer about our own work as well. So that also means that the people who are managing this part of the future, the teachers, they have a very special role. They are catalysts. They are the enablers, the turning point between what is today and what might be tomorrow. And as we all know from our personal life experience, I think every one of us has these teachers which encompass us in our brain for the rest of our world, the rest of our lives. So knowing that they took a profound influence on the career paths we were taking, and they were taking a profound influence on the way how we see the world. So I really bow in deep respect and with all the gratitude I come up with for your work, your profession, and the wonderful work you do out there in every country that is involved in the Global Hands-on Universe today. I would like to conclude with a profoundly wise quote from one of my favorite astronauts who is unfortunately not with us anymore, Krista McAuliffe. She was the American astronaut who perished in the Challenger accident back in the 80s, and she was the first teacher to fly on the Teachers in Space program, and as we all know, Challenger unfortunately couldn't make it into orbit. But there's one quote that really stuck in my brain and that always resonates in me when I go to classrooms, and I think it should resonate with everyone who is listening to this video message right now. And she said, "I touch the future, I teach." Having said that, thank you very much. Good luck for your conference and all the best, and inspire the next generation of space explorers. Thank you and goodbye from Austria.
Yeah, amazing. Bernard, we're weeping. So, yeah, really inspiring words by Guido that I think is a very nice introduction for your presentation. Thank you, Bernard. But my colleague Janne will present you, Bernard. So thank you for joining the conference and giving our initial keynote talk. So Janne, it's your turn now to present our first speaker, keynote speaker, Bernard. Thank you all. Thank you, Guido, for the work.